Hello and welcome to the VR Talk Show podcast. As always, I'm AgentReaperVR. Today we're going to do a little something different. Going to introduce you to my friends, the people that I hang out with on the regular. To my left here is Passion. To the right is Penny. And then sitting in the bean chair is Nord. So,
it is beans.
Is it really beans?
I think it's supposed to be leather, but it looked like beans.
It looks bumpy.
No, it's actually beans. It's actually
Is it?
baked beans.
Is there bits of bacon in it?
No wonder it has this.
Nord
wonder it
recently
has that.
found that secret fart button behind this chair. I didn't even know about it. All right. Anyway, so for this episode, it's not an interview. It's more of asking a question and get everyone's insight on it. So the question for this podcast is, what got you into VR? So what got me into VR is one day I was scrolling through Facebook, and this was like back in 2019, and I saw this one guy, I think his name was like Viper something. He was playing a VR game, I think it was like Killing Floor or something like that. And he was just having a good old time. And it's like a zombie killer game. So I thought it was like hilarious. And I thought, wow, that looks very fun to play. And another one was Merp TV, the Ugly Man. That guy is hilarious, in my opinion. He does blood trials. He does Half-Life Alyx, and recently did some Hitman VR. Yeah, he does a good job too. He actually has like some affiliates, I believe, with some developers, and I think he actually helped made a like a John Wick mod for Half-Life Alyx, and it looks so good too. Another, well, I want to say one person, I want to say is a group. Have you guys ever heard of the Boys? Not the Amazon show.
Well, okay, I was just about to ask.
Exactly who you're talking
Then
about.
no, I have not.
Yeah, Josh Dub, Mully, Eddie VR, Your
Juicy.
Narrator. Yep, Juicy Fruit Snacks. I saw their earlier stuff and I thought it was hilarious.
And used to have Rekid as well.
Yeah, Rekid.
So I think
Rekid was annoying though, but he was still kind of funny. And then Smashing, then Ames.
oh god, Smash.
Yeah, all those guys are funny in their own ways. And I love how one of the videos that got me into VR was their Among Us video. And they did it
Please
in
don't
VR chat.
Okay, good. I was gonna say if you were gonna say the no square, I'd be like, oh god. I'm going
No,
to
don't
get the
touch
sword
me
out the
there.
back.
No, don't touch me there, is what I told my uncle, but he didn't seem to care. It's my secret little spot, and I don't want to share. No, don't touch me there.
Yeah, see them having so much fun playing a game like Among Us and then doing it their own way really wanted me to try out VR. And I'm glad I did it because when I got on VR, I met some awesome people. Some of them I still talk to this day. And then I keep on meeting more and more interesting people like almost every month. So that's how I got into VR, because there were some other people that got me interested into it because they were very creative and they were very funny. So, Passion, what got you into VR?
Well, I first got into VR, predating kind of VR chat because, the first headset I bought was this really weird kind of off-brand thing. It was actually the Samsung Odyssey, headset. Now, I don't know if anybody out there knows, but before Samsung made the Odyssey monitor, they used the Odyssey branding for their VR headset. And that VR headset kind of didn't go anywhere because it was running on this really weird like Windows mixed reality thing. It wasn't really supported very well. But if I'm being completely honest about why I got into VR, it's mainly it was mainly just there's two reasons. First was basically to flex my PC because I had a little kind of mid-range kind of PC at this point, couldn't really do anything VR. But for Christmas one year, I got a bunch of money from my uncle, and so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna plop down $1,000 on a PC, and we're just gonna build this PC. So I wanted something that was VR ready, just because it was the new hot thing that was out at the time, and I did it, but I hadn't gotten into VR chat yet. And partially was because of, well, if I'm being honest, VR porn. I mean, it was appealing. But over time, I kind of like, I started playing some VR games, but it really wasn't as interesting to me as some of the more just traditional PC games. So my VR headset kind of collected dust over time. I didn't really use it. Now, all throughout this time, and Penny will be able to attest to this, I was very much a shut-in, right? Like, I was very, like, introverted and was, like, really terrified to hang out with people. I had very bad experiences with friends in the past. So, the idea of getting on and socializing with people was very terrifying to me. I had lots of social anxiety. I didn't really want to do it. But when I met Penny through Twitter, over the course of many, many months, Penny kept urging me and pressuring me to get on VR chat. Now, as someone who is completely, at the time, was very socially anxious and really scared to make friends and scared to really trust anyone, that was a very, kind of scary thing for me to think about. And I fought Penny for months about getting on VR chat. I did not want to do it. But eventually, Penny did convince me to get on VR chat, and as I explored VR chat, as I slowly kind of learned to overcome my social anxiety, because I think that VR chat is a fantastic application for people with social anxiety, because you get to practice your social interactions without the real life consequences of that. And over time, I got better, and I'm to the point now where I would say I probably don't have any major social anxiety, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, VR chat has changed my life. I've been playing VR chat for about a year now. And it's where I met you, Agent. It's where I met Nord. And it's been a really big part of my life ever since. And I absolutely cherish this game more than any other game I've ever played in my life. And I intend to be here for quite a long time. But yeah, that's how I got into VR.
I think I actually met you for the first time when Penny invited you to join us for Among Us VR.
I think actually the first time I met you, we were doing an escape room, I want to say.
Guys, technically speaking, everyone here, or even in our little Discord group, I've introduced you guys to. Technically speaking, if it weren't for me, and I hate to sound boastful, if it weren't for me, you guys wouldn't have met each other.
No, we wouldn't.
Very true. Very true. Penny's the glue that kind of holds us all together.
Yes.
No. I am the person that put the pieces together.
Fair enough.
In one big
I
big
just pick,
gigantic jigsaw puzzle.
For example, I pick up this piece of cybernetic jigsaw puzzle piece that says Agent Reaper on it.
Mm-hmm.
Robot.
No, cyborg.
Well, first you
I
had
still
to
got
ship it
human
from China,
parts.
though, right, Penny? It took a while to get there from China, but you got it eventually.
Oh.
I'm not even Asian.
And you were the and you.
Ouch. You're not Asian. Who you then?
No, I'm no Asian. That's how you sound.
Asian Reaper? No, I went French.
Asian Reaper.
Agent
Oh,
Reaper.
No, we're not going there. We'll be surrendering by the end of the day.
Well, you'd be surrendering first since you're in England.
Oh, maybe we should change the topic. Maybe we should change the topic from what brought us to VR chat to dissing each other's countries. Monkey scum.
So I came here because of comedy in VR, and Passion came to VR because of virtual boobs.
Yeah,
And me.
Pretty much.
Well, Passion came for your virtual ass. That's why.
I didn't even have this avatar when they first got in. I was dressing around in a kitty avatar.
Oh yeah, you were.
No,
Yeah,
I thought the
I
first
still
one
have
I saw
it.
you in was the Danganronpa one.
No. I only
No,
played
that
that
was-
for Erebos.
Penny, what got you into VR?
Well, it's a bit hard to remember, really, but I think at one point I didn't really have any friends online. This was probably back when I was actually awake during the day and not awake during the night. And I remember seeing a couple of videos about VR chat and decided to give it a go. I joined a couple of random worlds, but unfortunately all you hear is screaming kids.
Oh god.
Very true.
So
Don't go to public
Very
worlds,
vulgar
people.
kids
Just
at that.
Yes.
Yeah, kids or teens, we'll go with that.
No, they're
So
kids.
one time I decided to just join this random room, and this was back when I was in PC. So I didn't have any friends or any that were around at the time. So I got on the PC version, which I can't believe I used to play, and I just joined a couple of random worlds, and eventually I somehow joined into a vibe party. It wasn't that big, but I eventually did manage to interact with a few people, build up my confidence, because, as some of you already know, I do have Asperger's, or as you Americans pronounce it, Asperger's. Honestly. So, I'm not very good at understanding
Asperger
social
sounds
cues.
tasty.
Yeah, no, we're not telling this into a South Park reference.
No. I was thinking it. I was thinking of that episode from South Park.
Oh my god! You're saying I have Asperger's?
You mean I have Asperger's?
Made people laugh.
So I can't. So anyway, continuing on, I joined up with their group. Unfortunately, it didn't really go anywhere, and the group kind of collapsed after they found out that the owner of the server had done some questionable things, and it turns out he was actually not allowed to be on the internet in the first place. But
Ooh.
moving on from that, yeah,
Ooh.
I'll let your imaginations go with that one, but I won't.
That's just bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Christmas came around 2 years ago, and oh god, that must have been the last one when my mother was alive. Anyway, enough about that. So my brother had gotten me this very, very large gift, and he said that. Well, I should say them now because yeah. Anyway, they said that I had to wait until all the other gifts had been opened. And finally, it was time for me to open it. And what do I find? A Quest 2. I hugged them so much that day. And yes, it took a long time to set up because Meta takes ages to set up an account.
Yeah, Meta, what's up with that?
Yeah, fucking Facebook.
Yeah.
Which now they've gotten rid of, apparently.
No, it's still called Facebook, but they just call it the Meta group as well.
No, I'm saying you don't have to actually use your Facebook to create an
your
account
Messenger.
anymore.
Oh, okay. So Christmas Day, I got in, I joined VR, and people were so happy that I could actually give them hugs now. And after that, things just kept going. I did new things, I pushed myself, I built up my confidence, and you see, originally, Pennylicious was and I hate to say it on stream, but a text-based ERP account. Playing Penny on Twitter through text was kind of my escape from any troubles I had in real life. So, also, as I began to be Penny and actually have avatars now that I can actually be in, it's kind of like a second life, really. Second life, give me money for saying that your game.
But you don't even play the game.
No, I don't, but still give me money.
How are they going to give you money if you haven't even played their game?
And basically the whole reason now I play is just to have fun, make memories, make good times, and playing press your luck with you guys. I mean, yeah, I'm usually the one hosting / being the engineer for it, but I still enjoy your reactions whenever I hear you getting 5,000s in a spin, 3,000s in a spin, 2,000s in a spin, whammy, 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 whammy.
Yep. Well, I mean, I am the whammy person, but that's because,
you won last time. If I didn't,
won
once.
If I didn't fuck up,
Nord over here has won like 3-4 times already.
Just abridging this quickly, my reason for getting VR chat was to break the lonely streak, break my comfort barriers a bit when I was younger, like 2 years ago or something, and eventually I've made acquaintances, connections, and friends like you guys. And the one thing I'm actually glad for is that we have the technology like this, because even if, for example, I'm in England, you guys are over in America, even though we're in different countries, it feels like we're right next to each other.
Yeah, it does.
I'm just glad
That's
that we
what
have
I
that
love about
technology.
VR. We're all over the world,
Well,
and yet
any-
we're right in
what-
the same room together.
Well, it's the same with anything, really. Discord, Skype, back when that was a thing. Not anymore.
I was going to say
Even
it's Skype.
MMORPGs.
There's some people that use it.
Yes,
Some people
Skype is still
use it for
around.
things.
Well,
But,
the
like,
boomers
MMORPG
use Skype.
even MMORPGs, for example, even if you're playing a character, for example, even if you were still speaking to people on Skype or Discord, your characters are still there. So even though I'm still in my room, I still feel like I have people around me.
Very true.
And that's worth getting 3 hours of sleep on a Sunday.
I think it was actually like months after you got your VR headset that we actually met in VR for the first time. Even though we were for longtime friends on Twitter. And we actually ended up meeting in VR chat for the first time. Boy, was that
that's the
fucking
thing, you
awkward.
see. Well, I mean, if I could just explain the story quickly,
Go ahead.
if that's okay. Every night between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m., I try and hang around with these friends. Let's just say they've been on... they're still good friends, but things... I can't even speak. Anyway, I met one of them on Twitter, and they were as a Fluttershy account. So, of course, we did our role play, blah, 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 blah. I won't get into the details because this is trying to be wholesome. Eventually, we decided to break the Twitter boundary, and we started off by just discussing what interests we had, and, well, we got into a Discord call and played 7 Days to Die. Eventually, our friendship grew, and I met their boyfriend, and they introduced me to a couple of their friends. So exactly the same with you, for example. We started off on Twitter, and I won't say what your account is, the other one, but yeah, I won't say what the account is, but well, I was gonna say we broke the Twitter boundary, met in VR. That's where I was going with this. I was just gonna say we broke the Twitter boundary, met in VR, and now look at us.
I was gonna say, for the longest time, I actually thought you were a girl on Twitter.
I'm not surprised.
So when I first heard your voice in VR chat, I was like,
VR.
kind of awkward. But then we played an escape room.
I didn't.
And
yeah, I think it was Pop and Escape. I think
that took us 2 hours to complete too.
Oh, I know. I wish Nord could play it with us at some point. He would have so much fun. But
okay, here's the thing: if everyone watching just gives like $5, we can maybe get Nord a PC. So
make a Kickstarter account. Nord's
get
PC.
Get this poor helpless furry a PC.
But I mean, that's the thing. Once you get the awkwardness out of the way, it's like again those two friends I met in Texas. I actually went to go and see them in America about 8 or 9 months after I met them, and yes, it was. I'm getting a bit off topic here, so I do apologize, but I'll be quick. At the airport, things were very, what was the word you used when you first met me? Awkward?
Yeah.
So what we decided to do was to break the ice, and we actually went to Dave & Buster's. And if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a arcade brand thing.
It's like an arcade.
It's an arcade with a restaurant, bar. I like their nachos.
So we went there.
Kind of an adult version of Chuck E. Cheese.
Without the mascot.
Version of Chuck.
Without the hookers.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we went there. We had a good time. We all kept winning jackpots. Like, let's just say, the game where you have to hit a bell at a bottom and it goes up, and you have to try and stop it at a certain height.
Oh yeah, that.
He won it 5 times in a row. 5,000 tickets in 5 goes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that just shows that eventually, once you get the awkwardness out of the way, things work out. So sorry about taking up a bit of the time to, extend a bit of story and everything.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I mean, and speaking of hookers, you can always bring the hookers with you to Dave & Buster's.
Yo, there's an idea. I never thought of that.
Agent, why do we have to bring them when there's one right there?
I mean, this is a Fansly star, so
it is cheaper to bring your own.
Put star in quotations, but yes, I do have an accounting website. So
accounting?
Accounting?
That's code. That's code for doing what I do. Get on the page, Penny. I'm an accountant.
Why'd you go hipster like? Get on the page, dude.
Okay, Nord. What got you into VR?
Yes.
Well, when I was about 16 or so, and I was living with my grandparents. Long story there, but we had gone to one of the malls in our area, and there was one of those. You know how they used to have arcades like coin ops and whatnot?
Yeah, I think they still have those.
Coin op arcades.
Yeah.
Well, at this mall, there was one. It wasn't a coin op, but it was a VR like demo place where you
Like an
pay,
experience
like,
kind of
say,
thing.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, you pay like about like $10. You get it, put the headset on, you stand on basically the
Like a circular
little
platform,
stand
right?
that they put you. Yes. Oh,
Oh,
I accidentally grabbed the chair.
See,
You continue,
that's
I'll
what
fix
I
this.
did.
I've gone so long without making.
Eh,
I'll fix it. Don't worry. You continue, Nolan.
continue with the story.
anyways, I convinced them to let me give it a try, and the experience that I got to do was actually a shooter. And I actually enjoyed the idea of being in a space and being able to shoot stuff without having to actually have a gun and all that, And the technology of it fascinated me. Couldn't afford actual VR stuff for the longest time after that, and drama happened, and I'm still trying to get myself out of that hole. But just recently I got the Quest 2 with the help of a friend of mine who I just recently paid back for the headset and stuff, so this thing's free and clear now. But then, like how you guys met Penny on Twitter, me and Penny met on Twitter as well. How long ago was it? I can't remember.
I think it was maybe
It was
2
at least
years.
a few.
It was probably 2 to 3 years, but
2,
we
3.
did have a gap in the middle where you suddenly went quiet. I never realized. I never figured out why, but meh.
Basically, that's a topic for another day. But anyways, after a while, I finally was able to get back in touch with Penny, and we were talking. And this was also before I got the headset, and she wanted me to try to hop on VR chat and all that, try to make new friends, because, well, yeah, you it's been so long you don't remember that part, but yeah,
Could I
Passion
just...
over there.
Sorry, I was just going to say something quickly. VR chat, give me money. I'm bringing you loads of clients.
Yeah, give Penny a referral link.
Yeah, come on.
Tupper, get on it. Come on.
No, they're gonna send you like all this paperwork crap and say,
I did have a PC VR chat
no,
account.
you're giving them money.
But I didn't
You're
have
doing
a-
the opposite of what you want.
I know.
Okay. Sorry, Noel, go ahead.
But I did have a VR chat account made, but I did not have a way to play it because I didn't have a PC. So once I got this, I was like, and I took Penny's advice and got VR chat loaded in and got on, because like Passion, because of the experiences I've had, I developed a severe anxiety socially, and still getting over a lot of it, but VR chat has been helping me out quite a bit. Made some good friends, made new friends like you, Passion, and where it goes from there, I don't know.
Well, only the future knows.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, now we know what got us into VR. And I think we can just pop a pin into this until maybe the next time. So,
This podcast and their friends are brought to you by Pennylicious, who brought them all together. Money.
no.
Man, Ray, Shadow
No.
No, we are no.
Oh, why? Why are we doing this?
Cut that.
Why? Why? Every time we get
so
together,
many people make that
I
joke.
stream.
So many people use that. I don't know why.
Every time we
What about-
stream,
Okay. It's not sponsored. It's not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legend. It's sponsored by Game of War. You're welcome.
no, it's not sponsored by anyone. Every
No,
time
actually sponsored by WD-40.
WD.
He finally got it.
I saw the light leave his eyes when you said that joke.
I'll go backstage and get the
I think you
gun.
made him hard reboot.
Oh no, he's going to get a gun. People of the internet, help!
Ah!
Wait, which one did you
And
get?
there goes our
Is that-
YouTube community guidelines.
Okay, let Agent do their own.
All
Can I
right.
propose another question quickly before you end?
Go. Yeah, 5 seconds.
Okay, what would we want to see happen in VR more often in each of our experiences? Like, what would we want to do more in the future? As friends or alone?
That is a good question.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can all hang around with each other more often, that's true, but, what specifically? Like, you host, making more videos, having good times, passion with the fansly, your body just contorting.
I know. I was out of my space.
I'll get the wrench.
I don't know what I will want to see, but I definitely
Not see, do.
Oh, do. Well, I definitely want to hang out with you guys more often. So,
I kind of wish there was more like things in VR chat to help you find like content you might be interested in easier. Because one of the problems that I've had is like obviously we like to do things as a group, and it's kind of hard because VR chat is so massive. It's like such a massive game, and there's so many worlds to explore. Some of them are good, some of them are awful, and you never really know
There's also
what's
some
out
risk
there.
repeat of others.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
pretty
even
much.
call
Yeah,
this a
yeah.
game, to be honest. I wouldn't even call VR chat a game, to be honest. I'd probably call it
Like-
I don't know, but not a game.
like a social
Like a
Yeah.
social platform.
social platform.
Yeah, a platform, definitely. This
Pretty
VR
much,
chat,
yeah.
VR chat is way more than a game. It's like it's even bigger than Steam.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like,
I just wish there was like more stuff to like help you find things to do easier than just it being popular, because really the only stuff that's being pushed to people's like menus is stuff that's popular.
yeah, stuff
And
that's
stuff that's
random and new
popular.
things.
yeah. There is random stuff. There is like new stuff coming up or recently updated stuff. But I kind of get what
You know how-
what you're talking about. You're probably talking about worlds that are more towards the stuff that you like, right?
Yeah, like if it had like some kind of algorithm that could like say, okay, you and your friends spent a lot of time in this world, so you might be interested in this world, where other people have spent a lot of time with their friends and stuff
Ashen,
like that. Like
you're-
that would be great.
Do you want to know how I found all the worlds that I found, including avatars as well? Through other
Yes.
people. I've had other people suggest them, take me there. It's how I found like Dullish, for example, and it's how you introduced me to that other avatar search world. Press Your Luck, I got found through Genesis, and like Ryu's showed me a couple of worlds. You showed me a couple of worlds when we used to hang out just the two of us on Sundays before we got an entire social group. So with me, it's more word of mouth.
Well, what would you? Let's answer your own question, Penny. What would you like to do more of?
Well, I would like to host more game shows, to be honest. I kind of enjoy the feeling of hosting and watching my friends either win or lose, or
Probably
one or the
more
other.
lose
Yes,
than
I-
anything.
Well,
Yep,
if you
yep.
noticed, I looked to the Nord when I went win or lose or whichever one
Because
happens.
Nord is magical.
to-
Apparently, they can win almost $100,000 in one game of Press Your Luck.
Which is not normal,
Yeah.
by the way.
So yeah, hosting a bit. I would like to build up my confidence a little bit more. Like, I have been doing some hosting for a music group called Midnight Melody, and my hosting skills are a lot better. I've discovered that my hosting skill is more getting audience involved with a little bit of humor, where I'm sure others would be just, introducing them and being more professional. As, for example, Passion was saying that my hosting type for Press Your Luck was casual, was
More
it?
casual. Yeah.
Casual but funny.
Yeah, I think that's
I know,
the
like,
best
for
way
me personally,
to
I'd like to get
be a
into doing
host.
some more, like
I want to
So
start
I also-
getting into DJing
Yes.
in VR. I want to once I get my trackers in, I want to start doing like VR dancing and stuff. So yeah, I definitely have some goals for myself as well.
There's actually a
So I'd have to say, go ahead, you first.
there's actually a game that you can actually produce your own music in VR. That's on Steam, and it was Mr. Survivor that told me about it. I forget what it was called. But what
Well, I
you
like taking like songs that already exist and like just like playing them and mixing them and
well, here's the good thing.
creating like a club atmosphere kind of thing.
Well, here's the good thing. Anything that you mix, you have the copyright to.
Fair enough.
Unless you sign a contract. But if I can just sort of continue.
Sorry.
So no. Sorry, I was trying to not say it that rudely. I was just trying to say that with me, I just want to do things that make my friends happy. Because think of it like this way: if you guys know Doctor Who, the Doctor has seen everything in the universe, or more and less. I think he gets more of a thrill from taking, his companions around. So it's kind of the same thing, really. I enjoy doing certain events and like Press Your Luck, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, blah blah blah, game shows, hosting things, because I enjoy seeing you guys happy, having fun. I mean, sometimes it would be nice to join in with, again, Press Your Luck. I'm addicted to that. But I think it's just more I enjoy seeing your reactions. That's why I tease people so much. I love reactions. Just for example, yesterday I was a colleague came into work and I decided to put a load of security tags on their handbag, and as soon as they finally notice, after about half an hour, she finally just screams, "Stephen!" But we
What
all
about
take
you,
it in
Nord?
good. Oh yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I think Nord needs to hear the question again.
Yeah.
What would you like to do more in VR? Even if it's stuff you've already done before.
Well, that's honestly a tough question for me. I mean, I'd like to do like some more social type games. Like, yeah, game shows would be nice too, but like maybe like games where you're actually not doing certain tasks like mining and all that. Kind of like. How should I put it?
I know. What about the dating show?
That would be interesting.
Also,
I'm
Nord,
not gonna
didn't you
lie.
didn't you say you want to start like trying to do like make movies in VR too?
Thank you. Yes, I want to try to like make actually get like cast. I want to get crews of people and start making movies in VR chat. At least, to begin with, and then get programs to do it in other platforms to where it can be more of an actual proper set. I'd even like to make my own worlds for VR chat. Like, I want to make a board game that has basically I want to make game atmosphere in VR chat. I think that'd be a fun one.
You mean that game with the Gravekeeper that just appears every so often?
Gatekeeper.
God, you should see the Star Trek version they made.
Oh, jeez.
The only thing I can say to that, Nord, is, and this is advice not to put down, Start off small and work your way up. So I would recommend like looking at other people's shorts, VR shorts, and work your way up from there. Because I've made the mistake before where I've started off too big and I never got anywhere because it was too stressful or I didn't have enough of a fan base, and also because, and this is the most important, do it because you'll have fun with it, not because everyone else is doing it.
Oh yeah.
And that's a piece of advice I can give to you two as well. Like with your videos or with your Fansly, do it because you're going to have fun doing it, not because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah. See, you get free therapy along with your view as well.
This isn't therapy. This isn't therapy. This is advice. If you want therapy, let's discuss your credit card numbers. And then your bank account numbers and your mother's maiden name and your surname and then
what you identify as, what you feel like you should be, all that crap.
No, I was trying to do the whole scam thing where people ask you for your details and then they take all your money.
Oh.
Hey kids, it's Batman. The Joker's attacking the city, and just to stop him, I need your mom's credit card number and her social security number.
Yes, and I would just like to say,
also gets the Pokemon Batman.
Cryptocurrency. Say hello to the most powerful crypto miner I've got.
What do you mean? I'm flat broke.
Because I keep taking it all before you spend it.
Robot.
What are you running on, Agent? Windows 98? No.
No.
Vista.
No, my
We're
old
going to die.
my old update was
Oh no.
my old update was Windows 98.
No. Even
See?
worse.
Yeah, there we go.
This is Windows 98.
Why do you got them
No,
hips,
that's
though?
That's even worse. Agent, you're running an Agent. You're a Mac. I must kill it. Ow! Well, there we go. We had 2 questions for you. And now as we become professional, as we do our outro.
What time is it?
It is currently 8:30.
Yeah, I think we can put a pin on this now.
It's 8:30.
So yeah, let's put a pin on this, and then
Let's do the outro.
And then we'll do something else next time.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you could do your own news broadcast.
Oh God, what if we took him to the news world?
No, Penny tried taking me to the when I wanted to do podcasts last year. Penny kept on taking me to different worlds that would fit to what I was gonna do, and a lot of them were newscast stations. But most
Did I take you to one where you had Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different newscast places. One of them was so well made that you can just click buttons and the camera would just move to it. You even had this like area where you can just plop your camera right into the thing and it records everything.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, but I think that was a PC
All right,
only
Agent,
world.
close this out.
All right. Okay, so that's all the time that we have today. How we got into VR, what we like to do more in VR with each other. So, ask yourself this: what makes me want to get into VR? What do I want to do in VR? Ask yourself that. Go spend how much does a Quest 2 cost?
I believe they raised
the
the
price recently, so it's I think it's $350.
$350. Go spend
I think
$400
bucks
on a Quest 2, and just try out.
$400. Oh God, no! Hang on, $500.
We're talking about U.S.
No, so they
currency,
raised the
not
price
UK
even more.
currency.
No, US.
Yeah.
Oh,
$500.
really?
gone up.
Wow, it
Or is it
really
going
went
pro?
up. That really
Well,
went
that's
up.
if you want the 256. Well,
That-
that's if you want the 256 gigabyte version. If you want the 128, it's about 400.
Well, either way,
Yeah,
get
that
yourself
sounds
the
about
cheapest
right,
one. You
actually.
don't need all that storage space because all you need is VR chat. So go and get yourself a
It's
Quest
the only
2.
game you're gonna be playing.
Not sponsored at all to this podcast. I guarantee you it's not sponsored by this. If it was, you'll be seeing metaverse logos everywhere.
We do have a lot better production quality that was sponsored by Meta.
Okay, I'm cheap, okay?
Yeah, that's why you're made in China.
You know what? You don't get a chair no more.
Bringing it back around.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. See you next
Bye,
time.
everybody.
Here's an oil can for you.
I'm gonna
That's
This is on your
lemonade.
Wait,
Shotgun
Santa,
it. Shotgun
what can I
it.
have for
Bam.
Christmas?
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you.